is Luna, and this is my camper truck or camper van or just truck that I live in. I lived for some years, and it's built by me and with help of friends, and with recycled and old materials that I found in the nature, in the second hand, in the abandoned buildings, and yeah, I can show you around. And I painted it brown because I like brown. It's a cheap kind of paint, but it works fine. Like I don't have so much fancy stuff, but yeah, I like just brown. It works fine. It's a Renault Turbo Dalo, but it has a Iveco engine inside. This car, I use it like I drive it to one place. I park for 1-2 months. I change place, so I'm not like driving super off road and uphill and like sometimes. But it's not like I drive straight way to some friend's place, park for some months and go. So, and in the summer, like I can open up the door there, but unfortunately we cannot see it because my dear friend has parked a little trailer here. But I can open up the door there and take out the marquise, and I have a bar or a food truck. But I don't usually make food, but I like to make tea or coffee and maybe some like delicious stuff like raw food balls and smoothies and chia pudding and things like this. And I make beautiful coffee place outside.
So it's like mobile restaurant.
Yeah, when I need to make a little extra money, and also I enjoy it a lot. Yeah. Let me show you inside. This is Joy. It's my dog, my baby. She's traveling with me. She has traveled with me since she was born. She's the best travel companion. Here is the hallway. It's where I have my shoes. Like at least the shoes I'm using most common, they are here. I have also my diesel heater in the hallway and some basic stuff here, like yeah, stuff that I just need to grab. Some treats for the dog when I go outside or something. And of course a very good mirror to dress and make sure that you look proper. And this is smart, like this is where I can sit and tie my shoes. It's a beautiful leather pillow from Morocco, but it's also where I keep, for example, all my winter clothes while it's summer, or all my like, I don't know, sleeping bags and stuff. It's super smart life hack for storage because you don't think it's like anything else in a pillow, but it is actually.
So basically it was like empty cushion and then it's built up with your clothes, for example.
They like recommend to have newspaper or something like this, but it's very smart storage space. Yeah. And this is, in the daytime, this is my couch, my living room, where I can sit and hang out with friends and drink tea or watch a movie or something. And yeah, it's cozy. It's also Joy's favorite spot. She likes to jump up here even if she's not allowed. But in the nighttime it becomes my bed, and then I can pull it out to here and yeah, open it up so it becomes like a big bed. But in the daytime I prefer to have it small, so I have space to walk around here. This summer actually, me and my friend, we renovated the back of this car. Before it was a lift that wasn't working and it was very ugly and heavy. And then we made these beautiful little bit Persian inspired windows that I like a lot. They give a lot of light, and in the summer I open this window and I open this and it's like full air through the whole car, like open space. But it gives a lot of light. So I have big plants, and in the night I pull down this blinder, yes. And here is my living room in the daytime, and here I sit and enjoy time with friends or by myself, watching movie and taking a rest or doing some works on my computer or whatever. I like this area a lot. Super chill out place. And under I have storage. I do a lot of handcrafts, leather handcraft mainly. And go Joy, go. So in this box, it's like, this box is my whole atelier. It's very compact and full of stuff. And behind it is the water tank. It's a 100-liter water tank that I fill up from the outside. And then there is lots of other stuff, like I keep my sheets and dog food and and other leather. And I love decorations. Like for me, it's very funny, I think, when you go into people's vans or trucks or like their mobile homes where they really have done stuff themselves, you can see just without knowing them, like, okay, this for this person, this is important. Like you can come into a truck and it's half of it is a music studio. Or you can come in a truck and it's just a big kitchen because they love cooking. Or you can come into a truck and it's a huge bed. Like you really can see personality of the person that lives there. And I think when you come into my truck, that you can see that I like it to be cozy. And like I like details and beauty. And I have lots of, like this, I found it in an old fäbod in Dalarna in Sweden. Like this is old classic wood log houses. This is, it's called kurbits. It's like a technique of classic painting in Sweden. Yeah, historical, very beautiful. Flowers, greens, love it. Little bit Persian, Indian inspired stuff. Nice drawing made by my mother. Oh, also this clock, this is a piece of art. You have to see this clock. It shows the perfect time. Yeah, you get so unstressed when you watch this clock. And also it's a lamp, so it's very cozy with the light in the evening. This is my little kitchen. It's not so little, it takes half the car. And yeah, I have gas stove. This is my beloved coffee maker, best friend. And this is my super beautiful copper sink. Like this is also recycled. And yeah, I had this in my last car too. And when that car broke, I was in the middle of the street and somewhere in France, and I had to like pack the most important things before I left my car forever. This was coming with me, and I didn't have anything to look. I didn't have a car yet, so I was carrying this because I love this sink. Yeah, and the same thing here. Everything's secondhand, recycled. And I think that when you find stuff and you put them together, it becomes often very nice combinations. And like you can really, before you throw some things in life but that you don't want anymore, like look at it and see, is it something you can do with it? Like this strange wood decoration was stuck on some box, like a sticker, and this box was broken. But before throwing it, I took it away because I think it's nicer there. I have water heater that goes on gas. It's efficient. I use it mainly when I take shower and yeah, when I do some dishes. But it's super nice to be able to take hot shower. This is upgrade from my last one. Yeah. Here I have just kitchen stuff, a little bit messy. And here I have like tea, coffee and stuff like this, some fruits. Here I have food and a little refrigerator with, yeah, my stuff. This is like my salon. If this is the living room, that's the kitchen, this has to be the salon. So this is my stove. This like a little robot, is so cute, I love it. I had 2 different stoves before I had this one, because I never really found the one that I liked. The first one was like made by an old gas tank. Was good size, but didn't keep heat at all. The other one was like old classic 3-crown Swedish stove from like army or something. It was big like this, so it was super heavy, and I have to be careful with the weight of this car. But it was keeping heat, but it also became almost too hot here, like it became like sauna. So I found this also secondhand online from a man that he had the stove shop back in the time, and he had retired and he had kept some stoves. So I got to buy this very cheap, and I think it is perfect for inside the van because it's small and it is still kind of like iron and thick, so it keeps heat better than nothing, and it has a window, so it's super cozy. Yeah.
Do you know the dimensions of your house?
Yeah, it says outside, it says on a sign, it's 14 kvadratmeter.
Okay, square meter.
Square meter, and I don't remember exactly how long and how wide, but I think maybe.
And what is the weight? Have you been weighting it?
Yeah, it's without my stuff. It's 2,900, I think.
Okay.
So I have to be a bit, but still with like stove and stuff like this. So I have to be careful if I have full water tank, full everything, and like lots of, like for example, now I am kind of packed because I'm gonna be here for the winter. I don't care that I put in stuff right now, but when I drive, especially if I drive far and crossing borders and stuff, I want to be careful. Yeah.
So what is the legal weight you can have?
3,500.
Okay, so you still have 600 kilos, quite good.
Yeah, but with all this stuff, like it's lots of stuff. I don't know if it's so much left, but it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is that hanger?
This is just to dry like gloves or something. Okay. If it's wet outside, socks. And this my where I'm sitting and eating and enjoying. So I sit here, and in the summer I open up here and I have a view of the ocean or of the forest or of the mountains or of a lake. And this is really a place in this Scarborough I enjoy a lot. And yeah, sit here and eat with friends and stuff. And this is also the place that if I have a shy shop truck, this is the bar for outside. I was looking for some kind of chairs that was fitting here. Yeah. Because I wanted it to like, yeah, actually I wanted something exactly like this that was possible to get away so I can move around and like get space. And this is perfect because you can just hang them up, and then even I can do like this if I want to like have, yeah, it doesn't take too much space, this area. In here I have electricity, inverter. I have 2 batteries down here. But I am waiting for new batteries to come into my life because these are old and not so good. Yes. And more storage. But this is where electricity comes from in my car, and it's good compact place. I close the door. I don't have to care if it's a problem. I just close the door and call a friend. Here is the, I don't know, bathroom, dog room, and closet. Closet, yeah, I don't know, it's messy. It's just clothes, self-care products and stuff. And under, it's her room. She likes to sleep down there. And here is the shower. And right now, because I'm parked in a spot where I have friends living, I am using their shower. So my shower is full of stuff. My vacuum cleaner, and yeah, but it's nice to have a shower. Like I enjoy it so much. I left Sweden when I was 21, 22, and I was start traveling with a backpack just, and I was traveling with a backpack for maybe 2 years until I met the girl from Spain that she was living with her 2 dogs in a truck, a little bit smaller than this one. And I was traveling with her for half a year, and I was realizing that this is kind of fun. But she was very different than me. She was very like wild and like wilder than I am. And then my Swedish friends, they already think I am wild, but she was super wild and like didn't care about anything, like real pirate on the roads. And I was like, okay, she's cool, but I don't know, but if we can meet in the middle, maybe. I don't have to steal diesel from the trucks along the road, but I enjoy this lifestyle. And then her dog got puppies, and I fall in love with these puppies for sure. It's my dog before this dog, so it's another dog. And I decided to take care of one of the puppies, and traveling with a puppy and no car, like with a backpack and a puppy, like hitchhiking, it was difficult. But I didn't have a driving license, and I didn't have really money. So, but I didn't want to leave this puppy. Like I was super attached to it. So I got some job and like worked super hard for 2 months and made enough money to buy a car. So I went back to Sweden because all of this was new to me, and I was thinking, okay, I don't know how to buy a car. I don't even have a driving license, but I go back to Sweden because if I'm going to do this, it's going to be easiest for me to do it in the country where I am from. So I go back to Sweden, and I found a car that was cheap and big, and that was still like legal to drive until, like, it was 1 year until it has to do a technical check. After the technical check, you never know. But I had 1 year to drive it at least. So so I went to like intensive course for driving license, and in 2 weeks I took this driving license, and in the same 2 weeks I was building this truck. Like this truck is also so crazy. I was using this thick old wood floor from old wood cabin in Sweden. It was super heavy, super stupid. I used it in the floor and in the ceiling, but it was super beautiful. It looked like Swedish cabin, totally, and very small and nice. And then I left. When I took the driving license, I just left with this car. And my mother was so worried, like I just took a driving license and then I go away with the big camper van.
What was the car?
It was a Iveco
Daily.
Turbo Daily, yeah. So it wasn't super small, like it was 6 meters or something, and then maybe 2 meters wide. But so for like the first car you're driving, and also it was old, 92, and it's like a little bit its own language, you know, with old cars. My mother was worried, yeah. But it was fun, and it all went very good for many years with that car. Like I was so lucky. It didn't go through the technical check in Sweden. The technical check is very picky in Sweden. It was very rusty, and that was the main reason why I could go through it. So I registered it in Bulgaria, and in Bulgaria it went through no problem. They were just happy to let Swedish girl go with her Iveco. Yeah. So I was driving with it. It's a Bulgarian car for some years, until it totally broke. Joey, stop, come. It totally broke at some point in France, and it was too expensive to fix it. It was more than what it costs, and I was on the way to develop myself to a new car anyway. Okay. So I let it go. Yeah. When I'm not in Sweden, I like to go a lot to the Balkans, and especially Bulgaria. It's one of my favorite countries, and from Bulgaria I got this instrument. It's tambura, it's called. They play it in many countries around the Balkan, but this one is from Bulgaria. And then I used to often, when I'm traveling with friends from the Balkans too, we are playing on the street with this, and we are basking around and making a little bit of money. And it's perfect. Like you stop in a town, you play a little bit, you use that money for gas to go to the next town, and then step by step you making your way forward. Yeah. I have an Instagram, and there I show, for example, that I'm making stuff from recycled materials. Also this kind of stuff that I have in my car. For example, a beautiful piece of wood makes a nice shell. For these blocks that you use to press fabrics become beautiful decorations on the walls, or very rustic furniture that is just made from old pieces of pallets and stuff, wood. Or this one, a piece of seawood, and rustic things that I also just find around becomes nice things. Like I like to do recycled things. I like to recycle things, make new things, and you can find this on my Instagram.
And what is the handle name?
On my Instagram?
Yeah.
Hanna Luna G. Yeah. Yes. Oh, this one I have to show also. This one is nice. Also seawood and rustic nails, and then I put my beautiful wine glasses. And these wine glasses are also made of recycled glass bottles.